real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds fold. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block with a and the vultures fly and I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in a cold night when it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist, but real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 West side, east side, north side, west side, south side, east side, north side, west side. Dynamic duo. Dynamic
동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난가 같았지만 우리 앞길을 막지만 하고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리록 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지극 기가 아프지만 지나가 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야오 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 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 비맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야오 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 헤야오
뭐 사실 조금 때 같아 곧 내 같아 곧 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아
살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind
change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. Just the same old, just the same old, just the same old thing.
I realize this. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung, news cameras never come. You and your man's hung in every verse in your rhyme. Where the was slung, vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come, we throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans was to get funded, skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. Someone felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. And girls from the projects went and said we talk too much. So they ran up the time cause they thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable, summertime's unforgettable. Boosters in abundance, buy a half price sweater new. Your word was everything, so everything you said you do, you did it. Couldn't talk about it if you ain't living. I'm from where pull your card and argue all day about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas. With Z-Bar and thugs are at odds. At each other's throats for the love of foreign cars. The catch cases, hoping the judge R&Rs. But most times find themselves locked up behind bars, that all. I'm from where they ball and breed rhyme stars. I'm from Marcy, son. Just thought I'd remind y'all. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice.
So where you from?
I'm from the place where the church is the flakiest. And been praying to God so long that they atheists. Where you can't put your vest away and say you wear it tomorrow. Cause the day after we'll be saying, I was just with him yesterday. I'm a block away from, not enough away from straight. Yeah. You're laughing, you know the place well, with the base well. And government, politic they sells. Where we call the cops to 18, cause they hop out of vans and spray things. And life expectancy so low, we making our wheels at 18s. Well, how you get rid of guys who step out of line, your rep solidifies. So tell me, when I rap, you think I could criticize? If this flies, God strike me. And I got a question, are you forgiving guys who live just like me? We never know. One day I prayed to you and said if I ever blow, I let them know the stakes ain't exactly what takes place in the ghetto. Promise fulfilled, still I feel my job ain't done. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice.
So where you
Check.
from?
I'm from where they cross over and clap boards. Lost Jehovah in place of rap laws. Listen, I'm up the block, round the corner and down the street. From where the It's me, we make $1 million off of beats, cause our stories is deep. And tomorrow, long as the night before was sweet. Get lost for weeks in the street, twisted off. And no matter the weather, know how to draw heat. Whether you're 4 feet or a new size, it always starts out with 3 dice and shoot the 5. Thought they deuce was live, then I hit them with trips. Then I reach down for their money, Paul. Forget about this. This time around it's platinum, like the on my wrist and this on my waist. Y'all can't do about this. To show you love, that's how they fool thugs. Before you know it, you're lying in the pool of. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice.
Takes my eye, I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, you fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet. Now I only see ahead of me, chasing down the street.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
I'm sorry, baby. Yeah. I got to fail. I'm sorry. Oh, I promise. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
Os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar no impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela, medo é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade. Ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, aleikum salam. Mil flor, mil dor, mil idioma, mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma, fios por natureza morta. Égalité pour mon père, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur que é. Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde, mais, verde, mais, verde, mais. Família.
Père, mère, frère, sœur, ange ou Kaira. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LESC, zone à noche. Des vies décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné d'étaler. S'en aller ou chialer, jamais. Plutôt qu'à l'aide, on entend crier. Basané, ghetto couleur café. Non, c'est pas gagné. Si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers qui tiendront baron de plus que ça ira. Ça ira. Se dit le brave type comme le scélérat. Pour le sale favelas, même sort, même idée. Qu'on s'en sorte à l'espoir, tous fidèles. São Paulo, zone à Norte. Noisy LESC. Si. Ghetto youth, faut pas stresser. Ici, MC d'APP. Si.
Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salient. N'empêche que ça ira. Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salient. N'empêche que ça ira.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there. And they say yeah, and they say that. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em say that.
Ludacris going in on the verse, 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that. The hood call it ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. 'Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Taking a look at the Pacers, they're off to a better start than last season, and that certainly bodes well. Always some changes from season to season, but they're going in the right direction. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass.
Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Pacers trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. And, of course, Carmelo Anthony, very effective component on any team. Let's see how they move forward without him.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Harrison Barnes is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Teague, and it's Duncan, and it's DeRozan in at the 2 spot. And it's Love missing.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tim Duncan. He said Timmy's one of the best to ever do it on the low block. We've just got to play the percentages, force him to his left, and force him to make tough, contested shots. Guys, even though Duncan isn't a deadly free throw shooter, he knows how to draw contact. They want to avoid getting baited into silly fouls. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Barnes. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Ibaka sets the pick for Barnes. Shot clock at 5. The 3. No good. And Indiana will come the other way. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. Well, last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
Ibaka, no luck.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And Zhang kicks to Dang. Love. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Teague. Dishes to Ibaka. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. a career 53% shooter. He dropped down to 47.
Now here's Jang. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's Barnes. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Duncan, a screen. DeRozan dishes to Barnes. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Screen by Ibaka. Barnes kicks to Duncan. Back to Barnes. The rebound by Kevin Love.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Teague, the pass to DeRozan. Duncan kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to DeRozan. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the shot falls short this time. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Celtics in Boston.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with the percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes, it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Here's Hill after the made shot from Jeff Teague. To the middle, off the screen. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
Pacers leading by 3. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Butler. Rebound Minnesota. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now here's Love. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Wallace with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now Teague. George Hill missing on the 3. And Butler sends it back. Now here is Hill. 11 points for him in that last game against the Celtics in Boston. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 3. Teague kicks to Ibaka. Outside DeRozan. Free throw line jump shot, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished. Struggled to handle the ball, created in his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Jang. Landry comes in for Kevin Love. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Payton in for George Hill. Now, here is Hill. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Combo dishes to Joseph. Screen by Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Biombo, the pass to Snell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Pacers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Hill sets the screen for Butler. On the wing, Hill. Indiana moving it around. Now, here's Butler. T right on him. Here's Payton. That doesn't go either for Payton.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Now, here's Joseph. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tries again, he lays it in.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Pass to Roberson. He kicks to Snell. Picked by Lee. Pass to Roberson. From beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Payton with the ball. Picked up by Joseph. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And here is Joseph. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Landry against Lee. Right block shot. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Joseph with the ball. Now Payton defending. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Snell from outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Snell's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Payton drives in. It's Hill on the wing. Kicks to Butler. Inside. And it's Hill. That's on the assist by Butler. Hill's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Picked by Lee. Feeds to Robertson. Launches it. And Carl Landry picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. He talked about his continued love of the game.
The games are my solace. I enjoy playing the games. I enjoy the competition.
Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Bucket is out there with David Lee. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Teague in at the point.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And here is Ibaka, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Teague against Hill. Teague kicks to Ibaka. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when you look at Serge Ibaka, it's amazing how methodically he's worked on his shooting. I mean, it seems like every year his range extends another couple of feet. He now has one of the best mid-range jumpers in the game, and that has obviously opened up the offense for everyone else.
Getting back to Ibaka, he entered the league primarily as a dunker. Cut to last season, he's shooting over 3 threes a game club.
And that was an objective that he wanted to pursue going into last season for his development and his team's progress, but that also helped drop his overall field goal percentage below 50.
Minnesota making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Hill kicks to Payton. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time. And, guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota in the lead. Ibaka sets the pick for Teague. Ibaka right side. And stolen by Love. DeRozan against Hill. Love dishes to Payton. Back to Love. It's rebounded by Teague.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's DeRozan. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Golden State. And that one's good. Barnes. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Hill against Teague. Hill passes to Love. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Screen by Ibaka. And DeRozan kicks to Ibaka. Tries it from 9. And the rejection by Jang. And there's the feed to Hill. Finished off the break. And the Pacers lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now, here's Teague. Last game we saw him score 14.
Blocking foul, That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Ibaka. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Golden State.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Now T. George Hill missing on the 3. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by T.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here is Hill. The dish to Love. Sinks the 15-footer. Love's got 8 points in the quarter.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. 14 points for Love.
And as you mentioned, the Wolves could be back in the playoffs in due time. They are headed in the right direction. Some mistakes have been made along the way, but you have to like their future now.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Love with the screen on Ibaka. Hill dishes to Love. And they're moving it up. Teague, the pass to Duncan. Teague kicks to DeRozan. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Hill. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Butler comes in for Peyton. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Biyombo's checked in. Ibaka sets the pick for T. Ibaka outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. T kicks to DeRozan. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Now here's Barnes after the miss by Luol Deng. Biyombo kicks to T. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here is Hill. And Love with the basket on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 6 assists in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Hill with it. DeRozan defending. Pick up by Hill. To the middle. And the rejection by Ibaka. And they get it back. Good.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. T dishes to Barnes. The pass to DeRozan. Ibaka with the screen on Butler. Here's DeRozan. Ibaka down low. He's guarded by Hill. Shots good by Ibaka.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Timeout charge to the Pacers. Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming out of the court are your Pacemates.
Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Serge Ibaka, third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Some changes for Indiana. Carl Landry's checked in for Love. And it's Bellinelli in for Luol Deng. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Lee's checked in for Ibaka. Tony Snell comes in for Harrison Barnes. Roberson, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for T. Now here is Hill. 6 to shoot. The shots. No good off the back of the rim for Minnesota. They've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Roberson the pass to Joseph. Lee a screen on Butler. And Joseph kicks to Lee. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shoots. They get the rebound. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
1:05 left in the first half. Here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Puts up a 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Hill dishes to Landry. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Roberson the pass to Joseph. Dishes to Lee. Yambo trying to break free, and it's Lee that time on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pacers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Hill up top. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And, guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
Now Joseph, this one for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. So a tie game.
Kevin, thank you.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Half. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Indiana, we've got Dang. Zhang is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Hill, and it's Butler in at the 2. Now here's Teague. George Hill missing his last shot.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The lead is 2. Use that pick to get in close. 6 points for Barnes.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Butler. Outside Hill. Fires the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hill's got 10.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Butler kicks to Love. On the wing, Dang. Love outside. Here's Dang, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Butler sets a screen for Hill. Passes it to Dang. And Butler, here we go. Duncan with the block. And stolen by Butler. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First free throw is good.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Payton, he's checked in for Indiana. That one is no good. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now here's Love. After the miss from Serge Ibaka, Payton kicks to Zhang. The jump hook. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
T kicks to Barnes. It's stolen by Dang. Payton outside. Zhang with a screen on DeRozan. Payton dishes to Dang. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Teague, the pass to DeRozan to stop the drought, and it's good on the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter. The Pacers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Outside Butler. This one for 3. That's good. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Ibaka with a screen on Payton. T kicks to Ibaka. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He dishes it to Zhang. Ibaka against Love. The kick out to Dang. 3-pointer. Another miss by Dang. Timberwolves trail by 5. DeRozan with it. He's got 10. Five to shoot. Inside. It's tipped and stolen by Zhang. Butler dishes to Love. Payton passes to Dang. It's a pick by Love. And Zhang kicks to Love. You look at Gorgie Zhang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunities.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Love.
What a great game for Love in this one. 8 rebounds, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Bellinelli in for Luol Deng. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Biyombo is checked in for Duncan. Lee comes in for Serge Ibaka. Roberson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Teague. DeRozan's shot is good.
And Zhang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Now here's Payton. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Back to Payton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shoots a fader. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Love's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pacers.
And Zhang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now here's Love. Again, Indiana.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Biyombo. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now here's Payton following the miss by DeRozan. And that one's good. Payton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Pacers making a switch here. Landry's checked in. Tony Snell's checked in for Minnesota.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
Taking 2 shots.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide. Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Pass to Bellinelli. Landry dishes to Bellinelli. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves. A tough guy, willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Now here's Payton. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Outside Butler. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Landry with the screen. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here. I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line. Gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet you can't make him out to be more than he is.
Here's Roberson. 6 points for him. Here's Joseph. Landry grabs the miss. Pacers leading by 8. Stolen by Joseph. Lee, a screen on Payton. Here's Joseph. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Hill. Now here's Butler on the court for Minnesota. Teague out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 9. T kicks to Barnes. The 10-footer. No luck. Nice D from Dang.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now here's Teague. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out in the game and slowing down for him.
Free throw, good, Teague.
Yeah, and Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender, and I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Joseph. And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
Now, here is Hill. Kicks to Landry. Duncan with the block. Barnes against Landry. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Barnes.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Chang, a screen. Dang against Barnes. Here's Hill, ejected by Teague. They recover it. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
That's good. And that's 13 points for Butler.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Teague can't hit.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
To check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Kevin Love's checked in for Carl Landry. Now, here's Butler. It's back to Hill. It's a pick by Love. Clock at 6. Hill kicks to Love. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Duncan against Love to tie it up. Here's Ibaka. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Love slams it back in. And the Pacers lead by 2.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of. And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
T kicks to DeRozan, feeds to Duncan. Unloads from 9. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. Quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Screen by Duncan. Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. There's the screen. Ibaka, the pass to Teague. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Ibaka to take the lead. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pacers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Duncan. Down low, here's Barnes. A beautiful reverse layup. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Rosen dishes to Barnes. Duncan kicks to T. Screen by Duncan. It's stolen by Hill. The feed to Jang. Now the dish to Butler. Indiana moving the ball around. Duncan with the block. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Love with the screen for Hill. And a miss there on the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Steps back and fires. Love with the screen for Hill. Rebound, Minnesota. DeRozan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Barnes. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here's Butler. Zhang, a screen. Butler kicks to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Minnesota.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Duncan with a screen on Hill. Teague against Hill. And Ibaka kicks to Barnes. Unloads. It's rebounded by Indiana. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hill. Love with the screen on Ibaka. And it's Hill penetrating. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Indiana. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I don't think they've been as focused on taking care of the ball here in the second half. First half, they were better in that regard, so I don't think Coach is pleased with that aspect of the game right here.
Teague against Payton. Teague, the pass to DeRozan. Ibaka with the screen on Butler. And DeRozan kicks to Ibaka. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Butler. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. They need this one. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 7th assist in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Duncan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there, so you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Butler up top, covered by Barnes. Butler dishes to Payton. The shot is off.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
You look at what Barnes has done so far. He's got 14 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
Butler attacking. Here's Payton. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Outside Teague. Screen by Ibaka. DeRozan passes to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. And the pass to Ibaka. Fires at the elbow. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Now here's Butler. Here's Payton. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. And here's DeRozan. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Indiana calls timeout.
Here's Payton, a three off the inbound, and Roberson pulls it down. Dishes to Joseph. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They came in here.
Yes, I'm here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan. Serge Ibaka.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. in the back